So, I hope that you enjoyed that crash course on the Counter-Reformation and what the Catholic Church and the Jesuits and all those people did to kind of reclaim the identity of the Catholic Church. And it showed kind of the impact that it continued to have on the world from that point going forward. And I hope that it explained to you a little bit that the Catholic Church was still very relevant. It still was very meaningful in that time period, and it still is today. And that is why there could continue to be composers and musicians working for the Catholic Church at that time. At this point, what you're going to do on your sheet, you will see that I have assigned you another Webquest, and this is about our very last remaining Renaissance composers. Now, remember that we have already talked about the secular composers, the ones who wrote madrigals and wrote the music that was not for the church at all, that had the instruments and stuff like that. So we talked about them. We also already talked about the musicians that were associated with the Reformation yesterday. So that's like Martin Luther, that's like John Calvin, all those people that you studied about and listened to their music yesterday. Today, your Webquest is going to be about the composers of music within the Catholic Church. And they were still very important, and some of them really made huge contributions to music history. And so what you're going to do, you're going to have a similar set of questions for each of 3 Renaissance composers. So you may use Google. You may use, any website that you can find as a good resource. Make sure it's something like that looks legit, that looks like it's a good source so that you're getting accurate information from it. And just fill that in about those particular composers. I am also going to ask you to come up with some listening resources. So you're going to get to actually search up some of their pieces, and you're going to actually listen to some of these pieces and give me your thoughts on them. The space where you're going to give me the pieces and you're going to talk about the pieces is included on the Google form rather than on the paper that you have in front of you. So the Webquest, which is the information about the composers, goes on the paper, like paper and pencil, and then the information about their actual pieces of music, including links to their music and your feedback about their music, will go on the Google form.